What's up, everybody? Jonathan here on Team Sardegna Forestry Map today, and I just got well, we already bought the tractor. I didn't think I needed it, but it turns out we did. So I got this silo cutter thing that picks up wood chips, and we'll put them in this trailer back here that I bought. I didn't buy a huge one because it's such a tight area right now back in there that I wanted to have a bit of maneuverability, so I bought this little smaller trailer that we'll use to pick up wood chips. So let's go ahead and get this back over there to our job site when we get started. And I don't remember if I mentioned this or not, but I'm working on a map myself. I got kind of inspired by Beard Shop Modding's Three Rivers logging map, and I've been thinking about doing a map of my own for a long time. Just never have kind of jumped off into it. Well, I did start one, and check to make sure I know where I'm going. Always hadn't quite learned the map yet. But I also kind of got inspired by this map too, with the rough roads and the mud and all that stuff. It's really a lot of detail. There's a lot of trees in there too. I thought, that it'd be good to make a highly detailed map of an area that is, close to me, because I live in North Louisiana, where there's a lot of timber and forestry stuff that go on. So I thought that'd be kind of fun to do something that's actual real world locations and not just something made up, which is, it's fun too, but at least this one's based on a real location, and I can model it after, somewhat the real stuff. It's gonna be hard to get it perfect. It won't be perfect, but it'll be pretty close. Well, I got the map pretty well started. I got an area for a sawmill laid out. I got some roads and even some rough roads, just like what you see here. I found this on a mod site somewhere. You can download this forest roads pack. Haven't got the mud added in yet, but that'll be later. I did get a sawmill put in that makes boards, so that's kind of neat. But I was having trouble getting the map to load in the game for testing, so I obviously did something wrong somewhere along the way. So I've got another guy that's looking into it with me, trying to figure out why it won't load. Hopefully we can get that figured out pretty soon. I can start doing some testing and see if I've got too many trees or if it's going to be enough. My computer's pretty powerful. It's not top of the line by any means, but it'll run most of these mods pretty good, even some of the bigger ones, the 4X maps. So I'm not sure if I'm going to cut back on the trees or if I can leave it as is or what. We'll see. But for right now, I can't even get the game to load, or the map to load. Sure that I had the sawdust mod turned on, but either I do or the game's got it, this map's got it already built into it. It sure put down a lot of sawdust, wood chips. like letting these sawdust piles grow too big that start affecting machines and stuff, so I keep them picked up. Probably won't need this for a while, so we can go park it up here somewhere and get around this truck. Park it up here next to this other trailer. Now let's see if we can get some of these other trees we've already got cut down, processed, and get them out of the way. You know, I always hate it whenever we get started on a job and the landing is just so tight. Some of these map makers don't give you enough room as like for a landing to start with, and then you got to really clear it out, which is kind of fun in some ways, but it's frustrating in others because then you got to spend time clearing out all this stuff. And let's see, my cab is spun around the wrong way. No big surprise there. Yeah, I've been doing some more thinking over the weekend, and you know, since I got that email from YouTube about you have to, they're making changes to their YouTube partner program, trying to get some of these, and what it is you know, these businesses, they advertise on these channels with advertisements, and of course they don't want some inappropriate video being put up there, like, you know, say it's some kind of, you know, sexual in nature or racial, or just anything that's, you know, going to be a negative influence on some people that may see their advertisements on those videos, and they don't want that kind of publicity on that particular type of video, so they're trying to put that, you know, put a halt to that. Which is also understandable, because I mean, I wouldn't want to be a company. Come on, this tree will not cut. There we go. I wouldn't want to own a company and have that kind of publicity of, oh, well, I saw your advertisement on this terrible video that was on YouTube. You know, so I can understand to a degree, but and I guess there's just too many channels out there for them to do manual reviews of what all content gets put up on those things, but I don't know. You know, my wife said, well, do you enjoy putting the videos up and playing the game and all that stuff? And I said, yeah, I enjoy, you know, putting the videos up there, because I think there is a place for my channel, although I don't have a lot of viewers right now, but you know, there's a lot of channels out there that do Farming Simulator, and there's also a lot of channels out there that do Farming Simulator logging, but I don't know if there's a lot out there that do it in the style that I do it and is family friendly. And that's one of my other goals, is to be a family friendly channel, because I do know for a fact that I've got young kids that watch that, you know, their parents don't want them listening to foul language and stuff like that, which isn't the way I am anyway. So, you know, I want to put that content up there. But so I guess really what it boils down to with these new YouTube policies is just, do I still enjoy doing it, which I do. And so while I'm going to continue on for a while. Now if it goes for a good long time and I don't have 1,000 subscribers and the watch hours and all that stuff, which I think I just about got the watch hours, but the 1,000 subscribers is going to be the main thing. YouTube has now made it to where you have to have 1,000, or is about to make it where you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours per year of watch time, which the 4,000 hours of watch time, I don't think that's going to be a problem, because my videos here lately have mostly been almost an hour per video. So if you figure I get several hundred, well, I don't even get that, we'll say 30 to 100 views per video, and they're about an hour each, then it won't take long to get to 4,000 hours. So I'm not too worried about that. But the 1,000 subscribers, I've got a ways to go before I get there. So again, I'm going to be kind of begging everybody to tell your friends and family about my channel. If they got kids that like watching this sort of stuff, logging and equipment and all that stuff, you know, come over here, subscribe. You won't hear any foul language. There won't be any references to anything that would be harmful to young kids' ears. So just send them my way and help me get to 1,000 subscribers so I can start getting my videos monetized, because on February, I think it's February 20th, maybe it's sooner than that, I can't remember now, sometime mid-February, YouTube's going to make it to where if your videos are going to be monetized, you have to have 1,000 subscribers. So I got a ways to go. So like I said, just help me out, try to help me get to 1,000 subscribers here pretty quick, so I can continue to make these great videos. And also, don't forget, I've still got the Patreon page set up, and I'm not asking, you know, if I happen to put up any maps or mods or anything like that, I'm not going to be asking for money like some of them do to buy models and things like that. You know, if I decide to do some maps, which like I said, I'm working on one right now, for the maps, there's a ton of hours that go into those things, but I won't charge for them. I mean, that's just something I'll do for fun and I'll put up. So don't worry about me asking for money for mods or anything like that. What the Patreon page is for is just, you know, to support the channel, because there is a lot of effort that goes into making these videos with, you know, the time that I spend recording the videos and processing them, making thumbnails. Then of course I've got other expenses, like for instance, I had a hard drive on my computer that I play on for gaming. It went out not too long ago, so that was about I think $75 to replace that. You know, so stuff goes into it that, you know, just takes money, and I'm not super rich, so I can't, you know, afford to just go out and spend $4,000 or $5,000 on a new computer every so often. And then also the Patreon donation stuff is for to give back to you guys, you know, the ones that support the channel. And what I'll do is when I reach a certain number of Patreon subscribers, once a month I'll be doing a giveaway, which will be copies of the game. It could be PlayStation, Xbox, whatever. It could be, you know, downloadable content for the PC, or I'm not sure if they have them on console. Just whatever, you know. I mean, it could even be some nicer stuff too. I mean, depending on how many Patreon members I get. Which, you know, I mean, like I said, could be anything. Could be gaming monitors. Could be joysticks. I could give away dual joysticks or something. You know, it's endless possibilities just about. So go over there and check me out on Patreon if you just want to do a Google search for. I keep get turned off. Just if you go over to Patreon, I think there may be a way to search for me over there, or I think if you just Google like NLA Gaming Patreon, I think that'll get it too. And then also you can just click the link below. I should have a link down there in the description to my Patreon page, and it's right now I've got it as 3 different levels of subscription: $2 a month, $5 a month, and $10 a month. And I'm thinking about changing that possibly just back to just $5 a month. I don't know. I may leave the 10 just in case somebody wants to donate a little more, which I'm not sure if you know, if you click on the $5 link it'll let you go more than that. I'm not really sure. So I need to back in here. But it's just to help me out with some expenses that are involved in this whole process of, you know, recording, hardware, game accessories like joysticks and things. And if you just want to, you know, support the channel, if you enjoy my family-friendly content. Not sure where I'm going. Be good. I can move my loader a little bit. Yeah, the main thing I'm worried about, I guess, is you know, when I started this YouTube channel, I had aspirations of, you know, getting a few thousand subscribers and getting several thousand views per video, and you know, just to be honest, making some extra money. I mean, that's kind of what I got into it for. I mean, I enjoy playing the game too, don't get me wrong, but it's nice to do something and then get rewarded for it. So, but you know, when I started the channel, also I didn't really know, you know, how much YouTube was going to charge per video and all that stuff. And you know, when you get up to a few hundred views per video, then it starts making some money. I mean, it's not great. Like for example, I'm not exactly sure if I even have a good number, but I've got my most watched video, I think, is my auto drive video, which I'm a bit embarrassed about that because there's no useful information on that video. I was testing out before Courseplay came out for Farming Simulator 17, someone came out with that auto drive thing, and I thought that might be similar, so I kind of threw together a video on the auto drive mod, and I didn't really ever use it really like it was supposed to be used, I don't think. And I think some folks probably thought that it was going to be more of a tutorial video, which it absolutely was not. It was more just like me messing around with it, trying to make it do what I wanted to do, if even that. I hadn't even gone back and watched that video lately to see if that's really even what I was attempting to do. Anyway, so I called the video Auto Drive, and I just started getting a bunch of views on it. There's probably a bunch of thumbs downs on it too. I'll have to go back and look at that sometime again. But anyway, I would only guess that video even though it's got, I think I saw it just today. I was looking at some stuff, and I think it's got like 6,000 something views, but I bet it's got less than $10. I mean, you know, so it doesn't. YouTube doesn't pay you all that much. If you think that you're gonna, you know, get on YouTube and start a channel and just immediately get thousands of subscribers and do, well, of course, I guess you could. You know, you absolutely could. It depends on your videos and stuff, and you know, kind of what content you're putting up there, and if you can start getting some views, you know, a bunch of them, then YouTube will kind of promote it in their suggested videos and all that kind of stuff. So there is a chance that you can make it, but there's very few, I think, that just start off like that with a bang and, you know, get thousands of subscribers within a couple of weeks or something. So it's going to be tough for new channels just starting out that don't have just an abundance of great content. You know, like say if you're a gamer or something, you know, maybe you're playing Call of Duty or something, I don't know. You know, that could be really tough starting off, because there's already tons of people out there on YouTube that play those sort of games, and it's just going to be tough. So YouTube's really making it tough for the small guys to start with, which is, you know, again, it's understandable what they're doing, but it's just going to make it really, really tough. I really think that I wish they should have done it differently, to where maybe there was a review period. Like maybe you could start off, well, no, I guess you can't really do that either, because like I said, they're trying to avoid the situation of someone putting up an inappropriate video and getting it monetized, and then before they can catch it, there's already been thousands or millions of views, and then these advertisers are, you know, getting these strange advertisements. Well, they're advertisements on these strange videos, I guess I should say. Yeah, they just don't want their content being on those inappropriate videos that they can't always catch right away. I mean, when you got no telling how many thousands of videos getting uploaded per day, or maybe even on an hourly basis, no telling, then there's just no way that they can catch that sort of stuff. I don't have a full load, but I'm going to go ahead and take this out of here just to basically get the truck out of the way and this wood delivered. Still trying to get this landing opened up. Yeah, see, I love these bumpy roads. It's just so like realistic of being in the woods. And I mean, I hope you wouldn't let your roads get this bad, but it's still fun where it's just not a flat smooth road. Now, one thing I am going to do up here at the sawmill is I'm going to get that crane loader, most likely by FDR, up here, because I don't like using this crane that comes with the game. I just don't care for it. But then again, can I fit it in here is the next question. That? How am I selling wood? Oh, I guess I just got close enough. Okay, this will work. I got close enough to the sell point that it was selling my wood. And then of course it's not going to sell that over there because it's too far to that side. Uh-oh. Well, messed up now. Well, I didn't do too good with that. There we go. Okay. This truck, for some reason, is acting weird. I remember it being like this. It doesn't want to turn very good. It's kind of jerky on the starts. Could have been that sawmill area. I'm getting some lag in there. Getting some frame drops and stuff. So I don't know. It could just be that. This truck is a mess. Look at that. I don't like the dirt texture on this truck. I mean, maybe part way up the doors, but I mean on the hood and up on the roof, I don't like that. I wish people would spend a bit more time on those dirt textures and make them more realistic than just, you know, putting dirt everywhere. Alright, I think I'm going to park this truck back right about where it was, just to get some room up in here. Alright, we'll park it right there. And let's see here, what have we got? Got some more trees down over in this area. And I need to get those pieces of wood cleaned up. Which is, there it is. Now, maybe parking this truck here is not a good idea. See, this is why I don't like those wood chip piles either. Stuff gets stuck on them. Alright, we kind of got this area cleaned up somewhat, so I think I'm just going to park this thing over here for right now. I mean, we got some more trees to process, so we'll be needing it over in this general area pretty soon. If I can get it turned around. Plus this will be kind of out of the way for a bit. This thing is hard to steer with those tires in the back on the trailer turning as well. That'll be out of the way. Okay. Well, I think It's time to hop in the skidder. Oh, I didn't realize I had the time on five times. Let's see. Is there a way to skip the night? Man, it's not on that menu. I forgot now how to do it. So I think what I'm going to do is go ahead, and it's kind of getting dark. I want to operate in the daytime, so I'm just going to go ahead and skip time forward. So I'll be right back whenever I get back to daylight. Alright, now I figured it out. So you gotta wait for it to kind of get dark, and then the seasons mod will actually let you skip the night. I knew I'd seen it somewhere. Alright, so let's see if we can't get the old skidder fired up and get some of these trees out of the way. And again, I apologize for the camera stuff. It's my joy to key settings and all that stuff that's getting messed up. I didn't think I grabbed that very good. I'm so used to using the cable skidder. Whoa. kind of fun using the grapple skidder. Slow though. Oh boy, look at that. Tree is on that pile. That's another reason I like the wood chips. You get weird stuff like that because the tree is trying to roll because it thinks it's on a hill and it's hitting against something, so it's just going to be continually doing that until I fix it. I think that's enough of that for now. That's just sure is slow. Oh. Oh no. Tangled up with my grapple. We shouldn't be too terribly long to get this landing opened up pretty good. We just got a few more trees to process on the other side of the grapple loader, and maybe just a little bit more to clear out, and then we should be good. We should be opened up with plenty of room to get trucks turned around and loaded and all that stuff. Get everything more of a permanent setup so we can skid to us instead of having to, you know, skid around everything. So we got to get these 3 trees here, get that one cut down. Well, there's a couple more trees in there. Big old stump I left. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that. I guess cut it down with a chainsaw or something. Yeah, so let's see. I think I'm going to get this cleaned up. So let's see, where's my... Get just a little bit more time on this video, and then we have to call it a day. Let's get some of these wood chips picked up. think what I'm going to do for just a little bit is just kind of go around the process instead of bringing the logs to me. Until we get everything cleared up, I'll have to do this for a little bit, which is perfectly fine. This will help us get cleaned up just that much faster. Alright, now let's see if we can't get our truck back in here. Get some of these logs picked up and out of the way. Well, this loader just does not like these trees. This is a FDR's loader that he optimized for his trees that he remodeled. So it's probably not going to act right. I may end up having to switch to a different loader. We'll see. I'm not loading these things very good either. That's a mess. And again, we're taking light loads, but we're just trying to get the landing cleared out some more. What I really should have done was, I guess, just processed everything into a big pile and then cleaned up a big area to begin with, but we'll just take little bites of it. Get some more trees cut out next time and see if we can open up the landing pretty good. Just about out of time for the video today, so I'm gonna go ahead and get these logs sold up here if we can. And I think next time I'm gonna, you know, we can drive up next to the sell points and we can make them work that way. But I think what I'm gonna do is either get a grapple loader or that crane loader by FDR and offload them all at one time. That'd be nice. I hate using this crane up here, but we'll figure something out for next time and get the machinery moved into place. I think what I'm going to do is just try to pull in forward. There we go. Price is still pretty good. Alright, well, I'm going to drive the truck on back down here towards the landing and park it somewhere a little better this time and get out of the way. And next time, like I said, we'll probably end up getting the grapple loader or a crane loader or something for the sawmill, because I don't like having to drive up there and maneuver around and all stuff. I just want to pull in there and offload, you know, so we'll figure something out. and then we'll cut down some more trees, try to open up some more area there around the landing, and see if we can't get organized a bit better. But yeah, until then, this is Jonathan on Team Sardegna Forestry. We'll see you next time. Y'all have a good one. Hope that's saved. Yeah, I was like, what in the world happened there? But I forgot that I was still on the Joy to Keep profile for my wood crane. And the other thing I don't like about this map, I guess it's the map, is that you have to cut the trees really, leave really high stumps. Let's see if this will do it over here. So on most maps, you can put your head on the ground and cut it. See, that doesn't work. Well, it doesn't work with the claws closed. But see, that doesn't work. So let me scoot back up again just a little bit. So you actually have to cut them about, yeah, right about there. Usually we'll get them. Sometimes even higher than that. I'm not sure if that's due to the map itself, or if it's something to do with the trees, or if it's the terrain, or what. I'm not really knowledgeable on that stuff, so I'm not really sure if what's causing to have to leave such high stumps. Let's see what this one does. That one did okay. Now I got a good bit of tops over there, so I'm going to move over to this side and see if I can't cut some of this out. And then once we get maybe 4 or 5 more trees cut, we'll hop back in the processor and try to get these out of the way so we can have a bit more ground open. And since I was on the subject earlier of going to Patreon for paying for mods and stuff, I do have a Patreon page, and what that's set up for is, in my view of it, is to give back to the fans. So what my goal was on that was, if I reached a certain number of subscribers, Patreons per month, I was going to start doing monthly giveaways where I would give away copies of the game, controllers, even, you know, monitors, just all kinds of stuff, apparel. I don't know if there's any farming simulator apparel. Maybe there is, but you know, just stuff like that to give back to the fans for being loyal watchers and supporting me on my channel. So I do have a Patreon page if you was curious about that. I think the last time I checked, I've still only got just one Patreon. But right now I've got it set up. I think I've got it set up to where it's just $5 a month. I was gonna do some other categories. I can't remember if I did that or not. It's been so long since I looked at that. I'll have to go check it out and see. Alright, so let's get these processed and get these out of the way. And maybe we'll come back a little bit later and cut a few more. But I'm just trying to open up this area some more right now. In fact, I'm going to get my stump grinder back over here real quick and get that stump out of the way. These stumps are so annoying because you have to cut them off so high. I wish whoever makes these maps would make it to where you can cut them at the ground level. I'm not really sure how that works. Like I said, I've been tinkering around with the map of my own, but I just haven't gotten that far yet. Oops, wrong button. Oh no, it's hung up on me again. This happens every once in a while. Right, I'm not sure what happens. I can't do anything with my controller. Oh gosh. Well, alright, be right back. Alright everybody, well I finally got back. I had to cut down a few more trees to catch back up to where we were, but anyway, I think we didn't lose too much. Yeah, sometimes every once in a while that I don't know, the game just freezes on me, but in a weird sort of way. Like if I hop out of a vehicle, then okay, there we go. So I'm not sure if it's the certain button combination I pressed on my keyboard, or not my keyboard, my controller, or what happened. But every once in a while, like I'll just be frozen, like I can't move. I'll just be like this. I can look around. I can look up, I can look down, I can open up my chainsaw, I can do it, but I can't switch between vehicles. I can't walk, I can't do anything. It's just weird. That's what happened. But anyway, we're back, and that stump's back. But anyway, I'll get this ground up here a little bit. I don't think we lost anything. Our truck should be still sitting up here. Yeah, that one, okay. Yeah, that's where we parked it last. Okay, so we didn't really lose anything. Okay. I'll need to get the stump grinder, get that stump back out of the way, and this one that just cut. But anyway, so what we'll do is for next time we'll come back, we'll just pick up where we left off here with getting this landing kind of more situated, and get some of these trees out of the way so we can actually have room to operate and get our setup back like we need it. And then we'll start skidding logs properly. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this map. I haven't been this excited about a new map. You know, maybe it's not brand new, but new to me anyway. Haven't been excited for this kind of map in a long time because these roads just really cool with all this mud, and you know, it looks like what you'd see in a typical forestry operation. All this mud and stuff, and the water's cool and all that. So I'll be looking forward definitely to playing this some more. And like I said, I am working on a map myself, and it's based off of a real world location not far from where I live. There's a big warehouse or sawmill south of where I live, and that's maybe an hour away. But you know, it's relatively flat land, because once you get out of the hills in North Louisiana and get down towards the south, it starts getting really flat. So not a whole lot of terrain, but I'm planning on making it really cool. I want to use these roads right here. I found them, and then you just I'll just have to figure out how to put the mud layer in, which I've already looked into, and it doesn't seem that hard, so I should be able to figure it out. But it's definitely been challenging trying to get the map started. Anyway, I think the hardest part though is going to be the terrain, because I used a digital elevation model, which when you bring it into the game, it automatically adjusts the terrain to your model. But if your model is real pixely, you know, like if you look at just imagine if you took a black and white image and made a few little areas a darker shade of gray than some of the others, then when you bring it in, it just immediately, where that line is between the two shades of gray, it bumps up the terrain slightly, so you got a real jagged edge kind of. So I got to go in and fix a bunch of that kind of stuff, but don't really think there's any way around that unless you find a really high resolution digital elevation model and you bring it in. You still got to do some smoothing, but at least for the most part it would be ready to go. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this video of Team Sardegna Forestry Map. It's really cool with all the mud and stuff. I'm really looking forward to it. So next time we'll pick up where we left off and hopefully get some more of this area opened up and get some more logs delivered and kind of give us a better room to operate here. But anyway, this is Jonathan on Team Sardegna Forestry Map. Have a good one. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.